Hi guys, welcome to Olive Board. I hope you guys are well. Good morning everyone. So we are discussing and we have started the new course called AIM IB ACIO 2020. As the name suggests, we'll be focusing on the IB ACIO exam and we'll be focusing on the English section in these sessions. So make sure that you tune in every Monday to Thursday. We'll be having these sessions at 10 a.m. So, share the session with your friends, guys. Like the session. Hi, good morning, everyone. We'll begin shortly. Let everyone join. You can like the session meanwhile, and you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Chaliye, let's start now. So, we'll be discussing the English section, but first I would like to highlight that we at Olive Board have started the target batch. So, IB ACIO 2020 target batch, it begins on 18th of January, that is today. So, if you haven't enrolled already, make sure that you enroll as soon as possible. Yeah, so the course begins on 18th of January, right? Make sure that you enroll as soon as possible. It's called the target batch, and I'll quickly go through the features of this course. You will be given 100 plus live lectures. Apart from that, you will be given live practice sessions where you can analyze your score and compete with others. You will have strategy and doubt clearing sessions in case you have any doubts. Atish, the IBACIO exam will be held somewhere in February. So I will suggest that you start your preparation as soon as possible. The exam will be scheduled somewhere in February last week, right? And apart from that, you will have access to test series. Guys, share the session, please. Yep. Now, the topic for today's session is synonyms and antonyms. So, we are going to discuss a variety of questions and various variations that can be asked in this topic. So, let us begin with the first and the most simple question, that is selecting the synonym of the given word. So, in case of this question, you are given the word decrypt. Now, you must know the meaning of the word decrypt in order to select its synonym. Now, you might know if a word or a message is described as crypted, it means that the message or the word is coded. So, when you say decrypt a message or decode a message, it means to decrypt a message. So, decrypt here means to decode a message in such a language so that you can understand it. So, decrypting means decoding, yes, deciphering. Yes, guys, you are very right. The answer is decipher. So, here puzzle is an antonym of decrypt, right? And intelligible means something that can be understood, and comprehensible also means something that can be understood. So options C and D here are what? They are characteristics of decoded messages. So messages in normal languages, these can be understood clearly or they are comprehensible, right? So intelligible here means something that can be understood, right? So the correct answer here is decipher. Now let us move on to the next question, right? You can share the session with your friends, whoever has joined us right now. We are discussing synonyms and antonyms today. So the second word here is recruit. Now what does the word recruit mean? Recruit means when you appoint someone or when you sign up someone for a job or for an organization. So the meaning of the word sign up is also the same as recruit. So the synonym for recruit is sign up. Now if you notice the other options, fire, dismiss or lay off, these words are what? These are antonyms of recruit. Yes, Anurag, the answer is sign up. If you check the meaning of sign up also means recruiting. That is when you. Anurag, I am not able to understand your doubt. Maybe you can be a bit clear. So, signing up also means when you employ someone. So the correct answer here is option A, that is sign up. Now moving on to the third question. The third word is mere. Now what does the word mere mean? Mere is usually used to signify something that is small or insignificant, right? So something that is small or insignificant. Now if something is described as mere, so which of the following options can be a synonym of mere? Trifling. Why? Because trifling also means something that is negligible, that is small. So the correct answer here, yes, trifling means trivial. Very right. Yep. So the correct answer here is option B. Yes, absolutely right, Neha, Anurag. The correct answer is option B. Now, significant here means important, crucial also means important, and important is given here as the fourth option. So, your correct answer is option B, that is trifling. Now, moving on to the next question. The next word you are given is the word bypass. Now, what does the word bypass mean? You can attempt the question yourself. Yes, Ashish, Piyush, Shefali, you guys are right. The answer is evade. Now, bypass means to overcome or circumvent an obstacle, right? So, bypass means to overcome or circumvent an obstacle, and evade means to escape, right? So, these words have similar meaning. Hence, option D here is the synonym of bypass. Now, inquire means to ask questions or ask for information. Nishi, you're right. Neha, you're right. Raghav, you're right. Yes. Now moving on to the fifth question. The fifth question says contract. Now, if you notice, this contract when used as a verb means when you catch or when you develop a disease. So this is used in context of a disease, right? So contract means to catch, and when you catch a disease or when you develop a disease, you can say that yes, I have developed XYZ disease, right? So here the correct answer is option D. Now I'll tell you why materialize is not correct, because some of you are saying materialize should be correct. I'll tell you why materialized is not correct, and we'll also discuss why develop is correct, but you can attempt the answer first. Now, materialize, when you use the word materialize, it means to happen, right? So, materialize means when something happens or when something takes shape. So, materialized is used in a different context, and contract here is used in the context of diseases. And when contract is used as a verb, it means to develop a disease. Hence, here option D is correct and option C is not correct. So, this was a trick question and many of you have attempted it correctly. Sunil. Yeah, so Ashish has a question. He says, how to know that this is not referring to business contract? Now, if you notice, Ashish, in the options you are given verbs. So, enter here is a verb, happen is also a verb, materialize is also a verb, and develop is also a verb. So, you know that this contract here refers to the verb contract and not the noun contract that you are referring to, right? So we'll move on to the next question type now. Now in this question you have to say what is the antonym for petition. Now when you say I filed a petition, what do you mean? When you say you filed a petition, you mean you made a request to a senior authority, right? So petition means request. And if you notice, options B, C and D here are synonyms of petition. So implore, when you say the word implore, it means when you deeply make a request to someone, right? So implore here also means to request. So when you say what is the opposite of petition, the correct answer would be order. Neha, the meaning of implore is when you request someone earnestly. So here the correct answer is option A. You have to give us the opposite, right? Not the synonyms. Now we have moved on to Antonyms. So we have to say what is the opposite of the word petition. Moving on to the next question now. Guys, the next word is astonishment. And what is the meaning of astonishment? It means great surprise, right? When you say he or she was astonished by the storm last night, so he or she was surprised by the storm last night, greatly surprised. Now when you say wonder, amazement and surprise, these are nearly similar to astonishment, right? No, wonder is not nearly similar, but amazement and surprise are similar to astonishment. So option C here, disinterest, which means lack of interest here, is what? Opposite to astonishment. Yes, so many of you have gotten the correct answer. Santosh. Yes, the correct answer is disinterest. Prince, Premika. Yes, you guys are right. The answer is disinterest. Now moving on to the next word. The next word is what? Harness. When you say harness, you use this word in context of natural resources. So when you say harnessing wind energy to produce electricity, what do you mean? You mean controlling that natural resource and making use of that natural resource to produce energy. So harness here means to control and make use to in order to produce energy, right? So when you look at the options, options B, C, these options are nearly similar to harness, right? So controlling the resource and using it to produce energy. So when we say controlling a resource and using it to produce energy, we are left with option A, that is underusing it, that is using it to a less extent, right? So here option D, sorry, here option A, underuse, that is not using the resource adequately, is the opposite of harness. The correct answer is underuse, guys. Exploit also means to control and use the. Okay, Mukul, I'll try speaking in Hindi also. So controlling and using the resource, when you say harnessing wind energy, it means to control wind energy and using it to produce electricity. So when you exploit wind energy, or for that matter when you exploit any kind of natural resource, you are harnessing that resource, right? So the opposite is underuse. Now you guys have got it correct, so I'll move on to the next question. So the next question says unleash. So what is the meaning of the word unleash? Guys, the meaning of the word unleash is when you release or remove a restriction, right? So when you release or remove a restriction, it means to unleash, right? So when you release or remove a restriction, that means you have removed the restraint, right? And in this case, you are given the word restraint. So restrain here means when you restrict something. Yes, you guys have moved on to the correct answer now. Yes, the correct answer is D. Now you guys are giving the correct answer. Right, Nishi, Prince, Utkarsh, you guys are absolutely right. Yeah, so the correct answer here is option D, restrain. Unleash means to remove or release the restraint, right? And D means restraint means controlling, means putting up a restriction. Now moving on to the next question. Now the next question says the word preserve. What do you mean by the word preserve? So the word preserve means maintaining in original state, right? Maintaining in original state. So when you maintain something, it means you preserve something. So when you refrigerate your food, you try to maintain it in its original state. So which of the following can be the opposite of maintaining? Yes, the correct answer is neglect, right? You guys are giving the correct answer. Some of you are saying conserve. Conserve is similar to preserve, right? So guys, this is the synonym of preserve. We are looking at the antonym. You must read the question very carefully because we tend to make these mistakes in exams as well. So here you have to give us the opposite of the word preserve, right? So here the opposite is neglect. Yes, Satish, you are right. The correct answer is neglect. Now moving on to a different question type. In case of this question, you are given the word in a sentence and this word here is ambiguous. So let us first go through the sentence. The sentence says, you mentioned that this World War II story is less ambiguous as far as we agree who the bad guys were. So in case of this sentence, the word ambiguous means open to more than one interpretation, right? So ambiguous means open to more than one interpretation. So guys, this session can help you with your vocabulary as well. So apart from learning synonyms and antonyms, what you are doing is you are learning new words. In case you did not know the meaning of the word ambiguous, so here ambiguous means open to more than one interpretation. Now when something is defined as ambiguous means it has more than one interpretation. It can have more than one meaning, right? And in case of this question, you have to give us the antonym of the word written in capital letters. So antonym here means opposite. Yes, I've got the correct answer. Many of you have given us the correct answer. The correct answer is yes, definite. So yes, option A here is the correct answer. You guys are right. Now let us go through the meanings of these words. Now vague means unclear, right? What does ambivalent mean, guys? Guys, ambivalent means when you have mixed feelings or when you have contradictory feelings. When you say you are happy or sad about it at the same time, it means you are ambivalent about that situation. And what does dubious mean? Dubious means hesitating. So you can copy these words. These words can come up in any context, right? Yes, Tejas, the root word is ambi, you are right. And it means mix. Yes, yes, Tejas, you're right. Now moving on to the next question. It is a similar question, so I'll give you time to attempt it. The sentence says, I imagine most users will not want to have all of their Twitter messages published on public website. So in this case, you have to give us the synonym of the word given in capital letters. So you have to give me the synonym of imagine. This is a very easy question. I guess most of you will get it correct. Yes, I've started getting correct answers now. Yes, yes, the correct answer is assume. Let us discuss. Well, imagine means to think, suppose, or assume, right? So, imagine here means to think, suppose, or assume. So, when you look at the options, option C here is the correct answer. Conceal means to hide, and compact means when you pack something tightly together, it means compact. So yes, assume here is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Now this is a new question type. Let us go through the directions together so that we can solve it together. The sentence or the question says, in each of the question below, a word is given followed by 4 choices, 2 of which may or may not share either synonymous or antonymous relationship. From the given options, choose the pair that contains both synonyms or antonyms to the given word. Now, I'll explain you the question. In case of this question, you are given a word reprobate. And this reprobate is followed by 4 options A, B, C and D. Now, you have to select the pair which either gives synonyms to this word reprobate or the pair that gives antonyms to this word reprobate. Now, in order to select synonyms or antonyms, you must know the meaning of the word reprobate. Reprobate means to criticize or to express disapproval, right? So I've given you the meaning of the word reprobate. Now you need to tell me a pair that either gives synonyms or a pair that either gives antonyms of the word reprobate. Now if you notice options C and D here, that is condemn and censure. Now these two words also mean to criticize, right? So when you look at the options, you are given the pair CD in option D. So these two words are what? These are synonyms to the given word, that is reprobate. So the pair CD gives us synonyms. What? Synonyms to the word reprobate. Now the word reoccupy and reassign means to occupy again or to assign again, right? So here when we attach re to a word, it means to do again, right? So reoccupy and reassign are not connected to reprobate in any sense, but option C and D, that is option D, these are what? Synonyms to the given word reprobate. Yes. Yes, Satish, the correct answer is D. Ansar, yes. Sonali, chaliye, let's move on to the next question now. The 14th question says the word pillory. Now you must know the meaning of the word pillory in order to find out synonyms or antonyms to this word. This is a similar question as the last word. You guys can go ahead and solve it together. Now the word pillory means to attack or ridicule publicly. So it means to attack or to ridicule. Now I have given you the meaning of the word pillory and you have to give me a pair that either expresses both synonyms or both antonyms to this word pillory. Now the first option, if you notice, gives us attack. So attack, we have already discussed, is one of the meanings of pillory. So attack will definitely be a synonym, but let us find out which other option. You guys are right. Yes, let us discuss the meanings now. So what does surmise mean? Surmise means when you suppose or assume something to be true without verifying the facts. So when you suppose or assume something to be true without verifying the facts, right? So this means surmise. Now what does lambast mean? It means to criticize, right? So whoever had given me the answer as options A and C, that is option C, represented by the option C, is correct. Yes, Sunil, the correct answer is AC, given in option C. So these two words give us the synonym of the given word pillory. You guys can make a note of these words if you do not know the meanings, because I am giving you the meanings also. Moving on to the next question. Now this is a new question type. In case of this question, let us go through the directions, because at times in exams also we do not go through the directions and we end up marking the incorrect answer even though we know the answer. So let us go through the directions. The question says, in each of the question given below, two words are given separated by a colon followed by 5 words in the option. Both words given in the question are either synonyms of a particular word among the options, or the first word is a synonym and the second word is an antonym of a particular word in the options. So, I'll explain it to you in easy words. In case of this question, you are given two words A and B. Suppose these two words are given. And the question says, in the options, one of the words here is either synonymous to both these words, or this first word will be a synonym to one of the options and the second word will be an antonym. So you have to first figure out the relationship between these two words and then you have to find out which word follows this particular condition, right? So let us discuss the meaning of the word fatuous first. So fatuous means silly or pointless. And if you notice, this silly or pointless is what? It is opposite to sensible, right? So these two words are antonyms of each other. So now what you have to do is you have to find the synonym of the word fatuous. Why? Because the directions say the synonym of the word among the options, or the first word as synonym and the second word as antonym. So the fact that the first word is a synonym and the second word is an antonym, you have to find the synonym of the first word. So which one do you think is the correct answer? Let us discuss the meanings. Now what does sundry mean? Sundry means of various kinds. So this option here is not related to the given words, so we can negate this option, right? Now subjective and caring are also not related to the given words. Now intelligent, you guys know the meaning of intelligent, right? So intelligent is not synonymous with fatuous. Fatuous means silly or pointless. Now this leaves us with the option puerile. Now what does puerile mean? It means childishly silly or immature. So puerile means childishly silly or immature, which indicates that this fatuous is synonymous with puerile, right? So here option D is the correct answer. I hope you guys have understood the question well. If you haven't, I'll repeat what the question says. Now let us move on to the next question. Now this is a new question type. In case of this question, the direction says, in each of the following questions, identify the wrongly matched pair. Now you are given here pairs of words, right? What you have to do is, you have to figure out which one of the following pairs is odd amongst these. Now you do these questions in reasoning questions also. So let us see which here is the correct answer. What does cursory mean, guys? Cursory means hasty and therefore not thorough. So, hasty means when you do something quickly, right? And important here means something that is very crucial, right? So, these two words are not related to each other. But when you look at the other options, that is defile and spoil, these are synonyms to each other. When you look at deride and ridicule, that is making fun, so these words are also synonymous to each other. And finally, deprecate and despise, so these words are also synonymous to each other. Now if you notice the fact that B, C and D have synonymous relationship with each other, so these pairs given here have synonymous relationship. Yes, Piyush, answer is A. Because why? These two words are not related to each other. Cursory and important are not related to each other. But options B, C and D have a synonymous relationship. So we can say that option A, that is cursory and important, are wrongly matched. They do not have a same relationship as the other options. Yep, moving on to the next question now. This is a similar question, so I'll give you time so that you can attempt the question. Let us discuss the meanings. So, hegemony. What does the word hegemony mean, guys? Hegemony means leadership or dominance by a particular group or state over the other. So, the word hegemony and leadership are what? Synonymous to each other, right? Now the word conundrum and agreement. Now let us discuss the meaning of the word conundrum. The word conundrum means yes, correct answers भी आ गए हैं. Gunjan is right. The correct answer is B. Ruchit is also right. The correct answer is B. Piyush, cursory जिस कर्सर की आप बात कर रहे हैं पीयूष, वो कर्सर होता है, वो कर्सरी नहीं होता है. कर्सरी मीन्स व्हेन समथिंग इज डन हेस्टिली एंड नॉट थॉरोली. Both the words are similar. I understand there can be a confusion between both the words, but cursory and cursor are two different words. Chaliye, let us discuss the meaning of the word conundrum. Conundrum means confusing or difficult problem or question. So it means confusing or difficult question or problem, right? So conundrum here means confusing and difficult, and agreement means when you agree on certain things, right? So lurid and sensational, these are also what? Synonyms. So this means shocking, right? And innocuous and harmless. So something that is not harmful is described as innocuous. So if you notice, options D, C and A give us synonyms, but option B does not satisfy this relationship as the other options. Yes, so the correct answer is option B. The correct answer is option B, guys. Yes, Manjot, these classes are happening regularly Monday to Thursday at 10 a.m. So you can tune in every day. Now moving on to the next question. The next question here says, it is a similar question as the previous one. So you can take time and solve the question. I'll tell you the meaning of the first word. Now if you notice, the root word here is fatigue, right? So it is similar to what? Yep, let us discuss the meanings now. So indefatigable means tireless, right? Someone who does not get tired is described as indefatigable. So untiring and tireless, these two are what? Synonyms to each other. And if you notice, nadir or bottom, these are also synonyms to each other. When you say nadir, this word is used in the context of lowest or most unsuccessful point in a situation. So these two words are synonyms. So we have established that whatever the third option here will have a synonymous relationship, so that we can find the odd pair. Now if you notice, option D, jubilant and overjoyed, these two words also have a synonymous relationship to each other, right? So in case of this question, option C here is the odd pair. Now what does the word inimical means? It means tending to obstruct or harm, right? So I'll give you the meaning. It means tending to obstruct or harm. And what does the word splendid mean? It means magnificent. So these two words do not have the same relationships as option A, B and D. So A, B and D are synonymous to each other, but option C, the words given in option C, do not have the same relationship. Now let us move on to a new question type. In case of this question, you are given a sentence, and in this sentence you are given a word in bold. Now let us see what the directions say. The directions say a sentence is given with a word in bold. It is followed by 5 pairs of synonyms and antonyms respectively. So what you have to do is, you have to find out which of the following options give us the synonym and the antonym of this word. So make sure that you are very careful. The first word in the options must be a synonym, and the second word in the option must be an antonym. That is, it must be opposite of this word, revolutionizing. Now if you notice, let us see. Option D here says transforming and stagnating. So the sentence says, yes, you guys are right. Option D says transforming and stagnating. So the sentence says drones are revolutionizing the way scientists observe, measure, and monitor the natural environment. So drones are changing the way. So revolutionizing is used in a positive connotation. It represents a positive change, right? So drones are changing the way scientists observe, measure, and monitor the natural environment. So drones are changing, they are transforming. If you notice option A, reforming and altering, these two words are what? These are synonyms. And if you were to notice the other options also, that is options B, C, and E, all these words changing, modifying, recasting, modulating, transitioning, and diversifying. Well, these given words are what? Synonyms. But the question says you have to give us a pair that gives us synonym and antonym. Now, if you notice option D gives us the first word as transforming, which is synonymous to our given word revolutionizing. But stagnating here is what? Opposite to our given word. So, the correct answer will be D. Okay, Ruchit is asking me IB में 5 options आते हैं. We'll discuss the previous year paper also. Okay, Ruchit. Over the weekend we'll look at the actual 2017 paper and then we'll find out कि options 4 आते हैं या 5 आते हैं. ठीक है? Let us have this practice session on the weekend. चलिए, this brings us to the last question now. Guys, solve the last question. I'll explain you the question. This question is very interesting. It says if this prefix IR is added to the word, it gives us the antonym of the word. So, which of these options does not satisfy this condition? That is, if you add IR to the word, it will give you the antonym. Now, if you look at this word irrelevant, so ir plus relevant, when you add IR to the word relevant, it gives you the opposite of irrelevant. So what does relevant mean? Relevant means when something is important or significant in a particular situation, right? And irrelevant means when something is not important. So these two words are what? Antonyms to each other. Similarly, when you say the word irreverent, so IR plus reverent, these two give us what? Antonyms. And what does reverent mean, guys? It's okay, Piyush, you can read the direction carefully so that you understand the question. Reverent means, guys, feeling or showing deep respect. So, irreverent here also satisfied our given condition, that is IR plus a given word. This must form the antonym of, yeah. So, irrational also satisfies this condition, right? Ir plus rational. So, rational and irrational are what? Antonyms to each other. But this condition is not true for the word irrigation. So, IR plus irrigation is no word, right? So, this option here is incorrect. So, we had to select the option which is not the antonym of other word by the way of adding prefix. So, our option here is option A. Yes, many of you have given the correct answer. Sujal has given me the correct answer. Vishal has given me the correct answer. Yes. Piyush has also given me the correct answer. Gunjan had given the correct answer a long time back. Neha, I can read all your comments, guys. So I appreciate the fact that you are participating. So this was the last question for the day, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I'll meet you tomorrow at the same time, that is 10 a.m. So make sure that you tune in Monday to Thursday at 10 a.m., we'll be discussing different topics that are relevant from the IB ACIO point of view. And keep practicing. I'll come up with a practice session very soon, right?